inland sea. Silver hand, his iron claw was feared and revered.
Rheostatics back with some new music, a new tour, and even some new members. And just in time as the iconic rockers are celebrating, believe it or not, 45 years together as a group, culminating right now in the Great Lakes Suite. Joining us are two members of the band, Kevin Hearn, Dave Bedini, legendary Canadian musicians in their own rights. Good to see both of you here this morning again. Nice to see you again, Kevin. Dave,
there.
Pleasure to see you again. So let's talk about this new music. Kev, we'll start with you here. You know, the Rheostatics, 45 years you guys have been around making music here. How do you keep coming up with new ways of entertaining Canadians in the music world? You know, decade after decade now.
We are always on an adventure, a musical adventure. And this record here, the Great Lakes Suite, is our latest one.
Yeah, it looks like is it a double album?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like to check
the
it out?
Of that. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the Great Lakes obviously playing, homage to sort of our geography here, Dave. Canada, I know, very important to you as well. When you think about this band, like 45 years ago when Rheostatics kind of first got together, the changes, the evolution, what does this mean to you now that you're still producing music that Canadians care for, that people anticipate and look forward to?
Yeah, it's great to have like a fan base that will follow you wherever you go.
Yeah.
And because, our fan base is elastic, we can be elastic too a little bit. And I think that, you have to remind yourself, like as a working artist, just push and push and push. And if you have a fan base and bandmates that are willing to push in new directions, it can be an exciting life.
Yeah. And what about, Dave, the fact that you have kind of mixed in new members with original members as well? How has that been? Because that, I suppose, brings an influx of new ideas, new talent, new ways of doing things.
Yeah, it's so invigorating, For the first, I would guess, 15 years of the band's life, it was four of us just staring at each other in a van. And then, we started working with Kevin in the 90s, and Hugh Marsh has joined us recently, and he's pretty much a committed, member, as Kevin is.
Yeah.
And we have Alex Lifeson of Rush on this record.
Right.
He plays on every track.
Yeah.
And so, widening more and more people under the umbrella with new ideas.
Yeah.
Help fuel interesting ideas.
I've been collaborating with them since before I was in the Bare Naked
Ladies. Yeah.
On and off over the years.
So what about that, Kevin? Part of Rheostatics, part of Bare Naked Ladies. You got Alex Lifeson from Rush. That is some of the best in Canadian music. What's that like? That experience as a musician to have your, hand or talents in so many different parts of the musical scene.
I always love enjoying and collaborating with other artists. You always learn something, and you can bring that experience to your next, adventure. Working with Alex was amazing. He was kind of like an older brother in a way.
Yeah.
And just seeing him work, he was playing a lot of acoustic guitar on this record, which is an aspect of his playing I'd never really heard before. So that was really cool.
And what can fans look forward to, Dave, from Great Lakes Suite?
It's a different record for us. It's this record kind of lives in the abstract. It was all improvised. There's lots of spoken word on it. There's a beautiful Gord Downey story. There's poems by Ann Carson. Laurie Anderson is on the record. It's like Kevin says, it's a musical adventure.
Yeah.
I can't wait because it's a true album. I can't wait to find out how people listen to this record.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Albums right now I love albums. I'm still an album guy. I still listen, back to front, etc. But with streaming, with the ability to select one song and download, etc. Kevin, does that change at all for you how you do things, or do you still focus on the album is the album? We hope people listen, 1 through 30 or whatever, how many tracks there are here.
That's what I hope for with this record. But we did put out one song called "The Inland Sea" before the record, so that's a little single kind of song that people could enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Dave, I know while I've got you here, I know you've written a lot about hockey as well. I know what a super fan you are here. State of the game right now. What do you think? Like with the Leafs last night busting that 5-game losing streak, we've got an amazing young, Montreal Canadiens team right now, which is sort of showing some flashes.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
I know you want to talk Leafs though.
So Doug Gilmour plays lead bass on this record.
For real? No. Oh, I was going to say. What would you say though about the Leafs right now, Dave?
Just everybody has to remain calm. It's a long season. It's early November, and I think it's going to be okay.
You think it's
this
gonna be okay?
team did not get bad overnight. Listen. Yeah. I always say to my wife, I wake up happy, 40 times a year after Leaf victories.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And having a winning team, a team that's competitive, has made my sporting life great.
Good, good stuff. Hey, listen, it's been great to see you both this morning. Kevin,
You too.
great to
Thank
see you
you.
again. Dave, great to see you
Pleasure.
as well.
Yeah,
Thank you so
cheers.
much.
Awesome.
Good luck with the new album and the tour as well. So thanks so much for being here
Awesome. Thank
on
you.
CP24 Breakfast.